My name is Brian Burke, and Linda asked me to talk about some of the memories that I have of Longshore Country Club. And I can tell you that Longshore is one of the places that I remember like yesterday, because I grew up there as a caddy. And you know, I play golf today, I belong to a club today, and many of the lessons I learned there, I always tell the caddies about today. But as I said to Linda, we were the ultimate caddy shack. You know, when they made that movie, I'm telling you, we used to do the same things. We jumped in the pool and we were crazy. They let us play golf on Mondays and we were nuts all over that golf course. And it was an all-Jewish country club. And we had to be, I was a Catholic kid and I lived real nearby, but I always had to be on the very best behavior. And everybody was sir and no sir and yes ma'am and not. And we liked to carry 2 bags, and I think we got paid, and boy, I wish I remembered for sure. But I think it was only maybe 10, 15 bucks a bag. So we didn't get paid a lot of money to do it, but we had to do a fantastic job there. So I loved playing, I loved being there, and I lived real close to it. So what I also used to do on Longshore is my brother and I would go out there with a baseball bat. And we used to take golf balls and see how far we could hit the golf balls. And on the 3rd hole, we'd hit these darn things as far as we'd literally play the holes, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th hole, with our baseball bat. So we had a lot of fun doing that out there too, because we lived so close to it. So and then finally, I feel such affection for, well, first of all, I thought we should have had our reunion there. And I thought, why in the world aren't we at Longshore? Because of all the places that we are close to, certainly Longshore is one of those places. And I was told that, well, it was too expensive, I guess, and that's why, or whatever, you know. And I said, well, I'm not part of the committee, so I keep my mouth shut on this, but I love the place that much. But 2 years ago, I brought my son here. He had his 40th birthday. And I said, you know what, for your 40th birthday, I want to do a road trip with you. And I want to take you back to where I grew up, which is Westport, Connecticut. And he'd been here visiting my wife's aunt, but he didn't really know the town that well. And so just the 2 of us came. And the first thing we did was play golf out at Longshore. And I described each one of those holes, and I knew them all so well. And the 2 of us, just imagine that, a 40-year-old son and his dad out where I used to carry the golf clubs when I was 13 years old and so forth. The memories were vibrant, just fantastic. So we had a wonderful time there. I still think it's a gorgeous golf course. I know they've changed it a little bit, you know, but for the town of Westport, it strikes me as an absolutely fabulous asset. I'm really glad that they bought it because it needs to be open space that's preserved. You sure as heck can't be putting houses in there, and I hope there's no thought of that, because they really need to have that kind of an open space thing. So I loved Longshore Country Club. I was there probably, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 years old, and all summer long, caddied every day that I possibly could. So my memories could not be any more vivid of a wonderful, wonderful place and a great time in my life.